dancing like dreams. Angels. Hey guys, you're welcome back. Happy Sunday. I hope you enjoyed church today. You enjoyed the service today, and if you're not a church goer, I hope you had a good rest. Yes, please you can drop a chat in the chat box so I can know that you guys can hear me. And we're just waiting for 5 minutes today for others to join in before we get started. Okay. Okay, if you guys are trying to drop a chat in the chat box but you can't, that is because you're not subscribed to my channel. So please, if you can subscribe to my channel so we can have an interactive class, just kindly subscribe so you'll be able to drop a chat. Hi, Olasco, good evening. Thanks for joining back. Hi, guys, you're welcome back. You're welcome back. Oh, Peter, how are you? Hope you've been able to rest a little bit from church. Daniel, my man, happy Sunday. I hail you too. All right, we're just waiting for a few more people to join in. And if you're trying to send a chat but you can't, it's because you're not subscribed to the channel. So kindly subscribe so you're able to drop a message for us in the chat box. We're just waiting a little bit for others to join in so we don't have to go back. So we don't have to keep going back during the training, right? Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Um, just going to wait 2 more minutes. Just 2 minutes, and anybody that has not joined by then will probably just catch up later. There's no time. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. Um, where is it? I think here. So if you created your account yesterday, you know, as through the video, if you followed along and created your account, you should have your profile ready by now. While we are at it, just trying to wait a little bit for more people. We have only 7 viewers for now. Um, Daniel, can you? Okay. Sorry, I had a little bit of technical issues and it has been fixed now. Can you still hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Are we still here? Okay. Um, so I was saying while we're waiting for others, can you drop a link to your Upwork profile? So I can just check it out and see the progress you've made since the last class yesterday. All right, I'm waiting, waiting, waiting. Okay, you can just share the link. Yes, I can. You can just share the link. So, okay, you can hear me. All right, that's good. That's good. So if we're waiting to like 7:50 and others have not joined, and I think we should just get started. You'll probably watch the replay later because I've actually been through a lot of stress today. I also need to retire early to bed so I can rest. Okay, let's let's keep waiting a little. 2 minutes to go. Yep, we're just 1 minute and we're going to get started. 1 minute and we're getting started. Right. Favor surrounds me like a shield. Cover me from now. Yeah, I was just saying let's wait for 2 minutes and it's just 1 minute left. Once it's 7:50, we're going to start. I also need to rest early. Just giving a little bit of grace because I won't really go back. Right. Dave Graphics, how are you? Happy Sunday. Okay, so we're just going to get started, right? So you all can see my screen. If you can see my screen, please drop in a chat that you can see my screen. Am I good to go? Yeah, Dave Graphics, I'm fine. Thank you. Good to go. Okay. So if you created your profile along with me yesterday and then you log in today, you're going to have an interface like this. This is the Upwork interface. You can see so, this someone just posted this job 1 hour ago requesting for a creative flyer design for children's dance class, right? You can see logo, you can see graphic designer needed for higher education consultancy. This is posted 8 minutes ago. Logo design 1 hour ago for $30. $30 is about 40 about 40,000 now. Yeah, I can't see your link yet, but okay, yeah, I get it. I get it, Peter. You can see someone is requesting for a logo for e-commerce shop, and that is $300. I mean, this is a very good job post. Okay, so if you created your profile or you've created in the past, you all can navigate to this page, this find work. This is the page find work, and then if you check by the right where you have your profile picture, your profile name, and your title, you can see something down that says complete your profile. You can see my profile is 40% because it is not complete yet. So it is advisable that you complete your profile to 100%. So we're going to do that first before getting into proposal writing. To make sure your profile is fully optimized, it needs to be 100%. So how do we make this 100%? If you click on the complete your profile, It's going to bring a dialog box. It's going to open a dialog box, and you will see employment history, education, portfolio, video introduction, certifications, linked accounts, other experiences. So these are the things you can add to your profile to make sure it is 100%. If you check, you see I have 40% here, and employment history is 30%. So have I checked it? No, I haven't seen your profile link. I didn't get your profile link, Peter. So you probably want to resend it. I didn't get your profile link. Okay. So employment history is 30%, education is 20%, portfolio is 15%, video introduction is 10%. So we can all agree that it is very important to add employment history, right? Because it carries the highest percentage. Then education, then portfolio, then video introduction. So let's do that to make our profile 100% complete. So you click on your profile name here, where you have Daniel A. You are going to see your name, obviously. So you click on it. It's going to open your profile, and you can see this is where we stopped yesterday. Although I added this portfolio yesterday to show you how to add, but I have been getting messages that some people don't understand it really well. So I'm going to add more portfolio projects today. But let's go back. We said education is 30%, so we want to add education first. If you check the tab on your left, you see education right under here. So you click on the plus icon, and then you want to say which school. So I'm going to say Lagos State Polytechnic, right? Date attended. So from 2019 to 2022. 2022. Degree is optional, but you can put your degree here. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Business Administration, and all of that. But for this tutorial sake, I'm just going to put Business Administration, and then we save. So if you save this now and you go back to your find work, if you go back to your find work, the profile level should have increased. So let's see. Oh, it's still 40%. Why? Okay, let's add more stuffs. Let's add more stuffs. Let's add another education. Say, what's it now? What's it now? Lagos Business School. Date attended 2023 to 2024. Degree, Masters in Business Administration. You know, yeah. Area of study, let's say Business Administration, and then we save. So we've added education. We've added education now. Next, let's go to add certification. So certification are like your certificates program, not necessarily the traditional school. Maybe you learned graphic design in a tech school, or you learned web development in a tech academy. What you get, or you did this data analytics from Microsoft. Certification is where you're going to list them, because they are not traditional schools, right? You don't get a degree like bachelor, you get certification. So we'll click on the plus icon and say add manually. If you say add manually, it's going to ask select your certification. So if you check for your certification here, and if you can't find it, just scroll to the last page. you're going to see add a custom certification. If your certification is not on this list, you're going to see add a custom certification. So you click on it, then it's going to ask certification name, say um, advanced art design provider, say the creative hub. So you get, so the issue date, that is the date where you got certified, right? So we want to look at 2019. Say you choose the month, then you say apply. 2019 April, and then you apply, right? um what else is important there? Description. So you say advanced certification in marketing and ads design, right? Advanced certification in marketing and ads design, and then we add the certification. So we've done something now. Employment history. Where have you worked before? Where can you show clients? So let's say maybe Upwork, company is Upwork, because I have worked on Upwork before. So you say company Upwork, city, or let's say creative agency, city, um Victoria Island. We are trying to complete our profile to make sure we have 100%. Say Nigeria, title art director. When did you start working? Started working in March. I currently work here. Say 2022, and then you save. So we've added certification, we've added work experience. Let's go back to see our profile. How many percent have we completed? Right. So if you see, it is now 90%. Before it was 40% completed, but now it is 90%. So we still have to add something to make it 100%, right? Then let's click on complete your profile again and see what we've not added. So we can still add job experience or portfolio, right? You can still add job experience or portfolio. So let's go to add one more job experience. We go to experience, you know, we go to experience, that is the work employment history. We click on the plus icon again. Say which company have you worked? We say the name of the company you've worked before. Where is it? It's in Akute. For the people that know this place, you will just be laughing, right? And in Nigeria, what do you work as? A graphic designer from say February 2017 through to April, or through to January 2019, and then we save. So with this, we should have 100% already. If Upwork is going to be nice, and voila, we have 100%. So you can see my profile is 100% already. So if you have been able to make your profile 100%, I want you to leave in the chat box 100%. But if you haven't, leave in the chat box what percent your account is on now, whether it is 90% or 70 or 80. Just leave in the chat box. Okay. So Let me quickly attend to this portfolio thing because I did it yesterday, and for some people that still did not understand or don't know how to get it done yet, I'm going to explain once more how to add a project to your portfolio. So on your profile page, if you scroll down, you have your portfolio just right after your bio, right? If you want to add a portfolio project, you click on the plus icon that is to the right of the portfolio text. You click on the plus icon. You click on the plus icon. You see me. Then we go to the project title. That is the title of the project you want to add to your portfolio. Say you designed an e-commerce website, you're just going to put e-commerce website development, right? If you created a brand identity design, you're just going to put like brand identity for then the name. You get Div graphics. Yes, so Akute. Okay, so for me, I'm going to say marketing and ads design. Oh, that's good. 100%. Well done. Well done. Then your role. What part did you play in getting the project live? So I worked as an art director, and then briefly describe the project. Okay. Um, Directed and supervised the duration of creatives creative ads for marketing and advertising purpose, right? And the skills and deliverables, what skills did you do? Okay, graphic design, project management, you know, project management, art directing, art direction, or then what else? We can say marketing, 100%. That's good, Emmanuel. Marketing. And then the next thing we want to do is to add a thumbnail, a picture, or a video, a text, link, PDF, or music, or audio files. Then I explained yesterday that if you're a designer, what you want to add to your project is something that can be visualized through still image. Still image means it does not have motion. Then you use picture. If it has motion or it is video, for example, if you're a video editor, motion designer, you want to add a link to a YouTube video, maybe you upload it on your YouTube and then you add the link there. If you're a content writer, a copywriter, you write articles, a blogger, you want to add text to it, right? Or a link to your article or to your website, you know. But if you probably want to add PDF, you're free to. And if you're a voiceover artist, you can add audio files here. But for my case, I'm going to add image. So if I click on the image and then I go to where I have my image saved, and I'm just going to click on one and open, right? Thumbnail preview, yada yada yada, and publish. And that is how you're going to add project to your portfolio. You've done that already. It's as simple as that, right? It's as simple as that. You can see I now have another project here. It's as simple as that to add portfolio project. So regarding this skill yesterday, I told you guys to hold on because I like to see from the client's perspective, right? I said I like to see what skills the clients are looking for to add them in my own profile. We are still on profile optimization. So what I am going to do is if you go to find work on Upwork, and you can see this person is looking for urgent logo and branding design needed tonight, and they just posted it 11 minutes ago. 11 minutes ago, and the budget is $50. So this is about 70K, If you can if you can get the job and get it done tonight, this is about 70K. Of course, I cannot do it tonight, so I won't be applying for it. But something I want you to look at is, for every job post, the client is going to put a skill they need. And you can see the client here where we have skills and expertise. The client is looking for someone with graphic design skill, logo design skill, Adobe Illustrator, brand identity and guidelines. So what I want to do is look at these skills and then go to my profile and see if I have this skill in my profile. You see, I have Adobe Illustrator graphic design, right? So Adobe Illustrator graphic design. I also have logo design, but I don't have brand identity and guideline. So I'm going to edit my skills, then add brand identity and guidelines. Why? Because only the client knows what they are looking for, and it is because I want to get a job from them, right? I want to get a job from them, so I have to see from their own perspective. I want to include what they are searching for on my profile, so I would be like the best match when they see my profile. Or Upwork or that is going to make Upwork push my profile to them, right? So you want to check for different jobs, that are related to you. Um, See another graphic design job or another letterhead design job for NGO. You see graphic design, logo design, print design, Adobe Photoshop, and layout design. So I don't have print design, but I have Adobe Photoshop. So I'm going to add print design again, right? Print design, and I'm going to save. So you're going to do this, look at the jobs in your niche, do this, add to your skills until you have 15 skills. This can take a total of 15 skills. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can add up to 15. But I won't be doing that because we have limited time and I have a lot of places to still touch on. So this is just for you to know what to do when you get on your profile and how to set it up correctly. Okay. So we're done for profile now. We've done the profile title, profile picture, bio, portfolio, skills, certification, and making sure that your profile is 100% complete. So once your profile is 100% complete, what is the next thing? The next thing is to start applying for work, right? To get jobs and get paid. So you come to your find work tab. If you check on, you will see find work. Just click on find work. It is going to load this work page for you. So one unpaid advice is, don't put your don't leave your work interface on best matches. Best matches is good, but then you're going to see jobs that have been posted a long time ago. You see posted 1 hour ago, posted 54 minutes ago. We don't want to see this because a lot of freelancers would have applied already. We want the most recent. So you go to most recent job tab. If you go to most recent, you will see 5 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago. What if one did not have all these experiences? Well, you don't have to work in a sorry, I just want to address this question. You don't have to work in a company before you have the experience. It depends on what you're doing. For example, a web designer or a product designer does not need to work with an agency before the person say, no, don't lie, don't lie. I won't advise you to lie. And even if I would say that not on this channel, right? Don't lie. I won't say that on screen. But if you don't, what you can do is, if you design a flyer for a salon, you can put that as your experience, right? You don't have to work in a company before you have the experience. Say you've designed a website for an NGO before, you can put that in your portfolio. You don't have to work in a company or in a startup to say that is the experience you want to add, right? You are freelancing. They don't want to see the company you've worked with, they want to see the jobs you've done, right? So you know how to now structure that in your portfolio. Okay, so as I was saying, if you put your your job, if you go to the most recent tab, you're going to see jobs that are posted as soon as they are getting posted. If I refresh now, I may be lucky to see a job that was posted seconds ago. Okay. So I'm not, obviously. Right. So you just want to make sure you're on the most recent tab, right? But there are a lot of jobs on here. So what kind of jobs should you apply to? Which jobs should you not bother applying to, right? Because to apply, you need something called Connect. And you can see on this new account I have, it is zero Connect because you need to buy Connect, or because your profile is 100%, you can get a badge that is called Rising Talent, and you can get 40 free Connect if you get the badge, right? That is why it is important that your profile is 100% complete, right? Okay, so let me open up this job that was posted 6 minutes ago that says they need three logo design for a website and mobile game. Right. So this is the job description. This is the job page. Once you open it up, you're going to see something like this, details about the job and a little details about the client, right? So how should you know what jobs to apply to and what jobs to not apply to? Because one of the reasons why people don't get jobs is that they apply to jobs that they should not even waste their connect on, right? There are some jobs on this platform that, in fact, even if you have 1 million connect, don't even bother sending proposal because there's high probability that you won't get the job. Okay, so I'm going to show you here. So first thing you want to do is to read the job description. So this one says I need three logos, a website and mobile games. So I guess this is a typography error. I guess it's trying to say they need three logo for websites and mobile games. So he said the first logo is titled Golden Mind Games. The second logo is titled Blackjack Memory. Subtitle Sharpen Your Mind. Subtitle might be maybe like a tagline. He said the third logo is titled Solitaire Memory. Subtitle Sharpen Your Mind. He says I would like this in various formats, web and mobile friendly. So the first thing before applying to a job is to make sure you read the job description, you understand it, and you are sure within yourself that you can do it, right? As you're reading it, your mind is already telling you that, oh, this is something I can do. Because if we will not lie for ourselves, if you are reading a job you can't do or you're not so sure, your conscience is going to tell you that, oh, I'm not really sure about this. But then you can still go ahead and apply. If you get the job, you're not seeing my screen. Really? Please, if you are seeing, uh, my screen is still in one place. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. I'll probably let me stop sharing so I can let me stop sharing and then I will share again. Oh, thanks for noting that. I didn't realize I was just talking, going on and on and on and on. Right. Oh, okay. I think I know why. I was sharing a specific tab, not the whole window. Oh wow. So do you guys need me to go back a little? Please drop in the chat if you want me to go back a little and if you can see my screen now. Wow, over 15 minutes. Wow, that's a long time. I didn't realize. Here, I tried to share. Okay, I'm going to try again. Okay, I would go back a little. Don't worry. Just need to confirm if you can see my screen again and if it's on the right page. Okay, I'm trying to. I don't know why it's just showing black. Um, No need pause, just continue. Okay, first let's even get the screen to show and confirm that we're on the same page. Please, when you can see my screen, let me know. As soon as you can see my screen, let me know because I noticed that it's a bit slow, and when I end sharing, that is when it comes up on the phone I'm using to confirm. So as soon as you can see, please let me know. So um okay, don't know what's happening now with sharing this screen. Just share the entire screen. Okay, so can you guys see my screen now? I believe we're on point now. If you can see my screen, please let me know so I can continue. Okay. So I was talking about the job page on Upwork, right? I'll just brief through it. So I was saying you don't want to be on these best matches. While it is good, it's going to match you to the good jobs. But as soon as you go on best matches, not yet, you're not seeing. Oh, are you sure? Because I can see it here. And is there any other person that is not seeing my screen too? So I can know whether it is from me or it's working. Okay, Dave Graphics, you probably want to refresh, yeah, or you you go out and join again immediately so you don't miss. I Okay, you're seeing it now. Okay, good. So I was saying you don't want to be on these best matches because it's going to look for all the jobs that fits your profile 100%. While it is good, the disadvantage is that you would see jobs that has been posted for a long time. So you can see the first one here is 24 minutes ago, 1 hour ago, 1 hour ago. You can see this movie poster design posted yesterday. So you don't want to be on this best matches tab because Upwork is about how fast you can quickly apply to the job, right? So you want to be on most recent tab. The most recent tab, you can see this is posted 2 minutes ago. Design a marketing flyer rack card. See, and the budget is $50. This is cool money if you can get this job. Just one flyer for $50. That's about 70K, right? So then you see posted 15 minutes ago, three logo needed for a website and mobile game. So I was saying that after seeing all these job, which one should you apply to and which one should you not apply to? So that is what I'm going to explain with this job sample here. There's a job sample here that says three logos needed for a website and mobile game. So I read out the job description and I was trying to explain that the first step is to make sure that you understand the job description, you know what the clients want, and you are sure in your inner mind that you can get it done, right? You are sure that you can get it done. So I was saying, unless we're going to lie for ourselves, the moment you start reading a job description, you know whether you can do the job or not. So it is now left to you whether you want to apply to get the job and then delegate it to someone. It is called outsourcing. Outsource to someone, you get a certain percentage, or you want to leave it since you know that you can't get the job done, you want to leave it. Can't see my screen. Okay, Peter, just fast forward to the end of the video. I think you are a bit behind, that's why. So I'm going to continue. Then the next thing you want to do is to come down to where we have activity on this job. Activity on this job. So when you're here, two things you want to look at, or let me say three things you want to look at that are very important. Number one is the proposals. These proposals where you have 5 to 10, it shows you the number of proposal the job has gotten. In other words, how many freelancers have applied for the job. The same job you are trying to apply for, this proposal is going to show you how many freelancers have applied for it. And if you check on this job, we have 5 to 10. So anywhere you see 5 to 10 proposal, you can still apply, right? It is still fresh. You can still apply. But as long as the number moves to 10 to 15, please do not apply again. Don't waste your connect, because I can assure you 90% of the time the client has already seen someone that is going to do the work for him, right? So once the proposal climbs to 10 to 15, don't apply. You can see less than 5, it is good. You can see 5 to 10, it is good. But once it gets to 10 to 15, don't apply for it again. Then the next thing is interviewing. Interviewing means that the client is already speaking to someone about the job, right? So maybe he invited the freelancer, and then the freelancer has responded, and they're already talking on how to do the job already. So if you see that there is this interviewing has increased from 0 to 1, don't even apply at all. Just leave it. Look for another fresh job. The thing is, you need to not rush, right? You can say, if I don't apply for this, if I don't apply for this, when am I going to get a job? If you don't rush, you will definitely get a job that is going to be yours, right? Like hundreds of jobs are being posted in different categories every 5 minutes. So you don't have to rush. You're going to get a job, right? Rushing is even something that will make you give up early, because when you're rushing, you're just wasting connect, you're spending money on connect, and you're not getting the desired results. You would want to give up, right? So don't rush. If the client is already interviewing somebody, just leave the job. Next is the invite sent. Invite sent means that how many freelancers the client that posted this job has invited to come and take a look at the job, right? So there's a thing where clients can invite freelancers to a job, right? And they don't need to spend connect at all. That is based on the skills you have on your profile, and how optimized your profile is. You would get invitations from clients without even sending proposal, right? So invite sent. If you see that the client has invited maybe five freelancers, and unanswered invite is 0, that means the client is talking to all the five. Unanswered invite means freelancers that do not respond to the invite the client sent, right? So if the client invited 5 and unanswered invite is 5, that means nobody has answered him yet. You can still apply. But if the client invites 5 and unanswered invite is 0, that means all the 5 have responded. So don't stress to apply for the job again. Okay, so after this, you want to go back up and go to this right hand side where you see buy connect to apply and save job, right? If you have connect, you're not going to see buy connect, you're going to see apply and save job. So what do you want to look for here? You want to go to the about the client section. About the client, this is where you're going to find details about the client, right? The person you want to work for, at least you need a little bit of details about the person, right? So number one thing you want to check is to make sure that payment method is verified. You can see this is checked, right? It means the client has done all the verification needed. That means the client is not a scam, right? The client has added his credit card, verified with Upwork, put all the IDs needed, everything needed. The client has done that. So if the payment method is verified, this is number one green flag. So you can apply if you see that the payment method is verified. Next, you want to look at the 5 stars. How many number of stars? You can see this person have 5 star on all the 9 reviews. So this shows you that this client is a very good client. If you work with the client, you will not have problem. You will not have issues of back and forth. You will not have clients that will be stressing you or disturbing you because this person has 5 star review on all the 9 reviews. That means that he has given out at least 9 reviews and freelancers have said good thing about the client, right? So you want to make sure that you check that. The next thing that is very important is this higher rate. Is this higher rate? You will see this client has 83% higher rate. What does this higher rate means? This higher rate means that for all the jobs this client has posted, yeah, you see 29 jobs posted. This client has hired at least 83% of the time. That is number one. To me, I have two different opinions on these higher rates, and they all count. So it means that it's out of 100% that this client have posted, he has hired freelancers on Upwork 83% of the time. So this shows you that you're on a safe side. You want to only apply if the person has at least 50% higher rate. Anything below 50, applying is at your risk, your connect risk, right? So another side to it is that your skills, the skills that the client need probably matches the skills you have on your profile, right? So it's not an issue of mismatch. You both work hand in hand in terms of skills. You have the skills the client requires, right? So that is why you see 83% higher rate. So it means that if you apply to this job, there's 83% chance that you're going to get hired, which is very good, right? Which is very, very good. Then the next thing you want to look at is the year or when the client joined Upwork. You'll see this says member since November 16, 2013. So this client has been on Upwork for over 10 years, right? About 11 years if we're going to be specific, right? This client has been on Upwork for over 11 years. So this shows you something, right? That this client is not somebody that is just on Upwork to play. He has been on Upwork for over 11 years and he has hired 24 times. So he does not post if he does not have a job that needs hiring, right? So this is a this is a green flag. But you can see some job. I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to show you an example. Right. I just have the perfect example. Okay, let me just finish up on this one. So this shows that the client has been a member since November 16, 2013, which is a very good choice if you decide to go with the client. Then one thing that is important for your proposal writing is to always look at client history. If you just go down a little bit, you see client history, client's recent history. So this is the history of the client, maybe all the jobs he has given out and how it's going. So if you expand it here with this button here, if you expand it, you're going to see feedbacks from different freelancers this client has worked with. You can see the feedback that is at the top is from the freelancer. The feedback at the top is from the freelancer. The feedback that is at the bottom is the client's feedback to the freelancer, right? At the top, you have the freelancer's feedback to the client. At the bottom, you have the client's feedback to the freelancer. So you can see the freelancer that worked with this client in May 2020 said, Dan was very easy to work with, always around when I had questions about his project and gave very clear and concise instructions, right? So you can see that this person is actually a good person to work with, because all the feedback, they are 5 star, and it's always great client, great client, great client, great client. But one thing I want you to take away from this is that you can always see the client's name in the history section. You can see this person said Dan, another person said Dan. So we can, another person said with Dan Nick. So we can tell that this client's name is Dan. So assuming I want to apply for this job now, I'm not going to start my proposal with hello. I'm going to start my proposal with hi Dan, so that it sounds more friendly, and it's kind of attractive in a way. It's kind of attention grabbing, because where you expect that people don't know you and see somebody call out your name, you want to look out for the person, that okay, who is this person? So it makes the client want to open your proposal if you use the client's name, right? So what kind of jobs should you not apply to? Eh? What kind of job should you not apply to? So this is a perfect example of the job you should not apply to. Number one, if we read if we read the job description, it says we are seeking a talented graphic designer to create engaging promotional materials for our product marketing efforts. The ideal candidates will have a strong portfolio showcasing their design skills and creativity. Responsibilities include designing flyer, brochures, social media, graphics, blah 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 blah. But the client didn't say we are looking for somebody to design this. So the client is not straightforward, it's not specific, right? we you can read this job description and feel okay, I can do promotional materials, but you don't know which one it wants. They say responsibility include designing flyers, brochures, social media graphics, and other marketing collateral. What if other marketing collateral includes a landing page, right? And you're just a graphic designer that cannot design a landing page. You don't even know how to host a website, and then this client says, no, I don't want to hire two different people to do, I don't want to hire somebody to do graphics and then I'm hiring another person to do landing page. I want somebody that can do all, right? So this client is not specific enough in what he needs, is not open, is not clear in his description. So this is number one example of the job you should not apply to, because you can apply to it and at the end of the day the client says, okay, can you design a landing page? And you're like, no. And he says, no, I don't want to work with you. Or he said, or he now says, can you run Facebook ads? Because he said it's for marketing efforts, and you are like, Facebook ads, how did he get into this? You know. So you want to only apply to job that you understand, you fully understand, and the client is clear on their requirements, right? So if you go to um the section of the about the client where I showed you the other time, you would see that this client payment method not verified. That is what the first information about the client says. Upwork is saying we've not been able to verify this person's payment method though. So if you decide to work with the person, you're on your own, because there's no way this client can pay Upwork if he has not verified his or her account. And if he did not verify the payments, how is he going to pay you? Right? So don't work with clients that their payment method are not verified. If you go down, no phone number verified, but then you won't see his phone number, talk less of calling him. If you go down, you're going to see 0% higher rate, and there's only one open job. The 0% higher rate means that the probability of you getting the job is 0%, because he does not have a record, he does not have anything that speaks, to his credibility. And then if you check, it says member since January 19, 2025. That means the person just joined Upwork today, 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 today. So you joined Upwork today, and if another scenario that will make you come to Upwork is that you have a job you want to get done. That means if you join Upwork, you are going to finish your profile, set up everything, and then verify your payment, because the job is urgent, right? But this person joined today, post job, without verifying his payment method. So I can tell you that 95% of the time, this kind of clients are actually scam, right? They are the one that will you will send proposal, they will respond to you, they will now share you a Telegram link that you should join their Telegram, and then when you join, they will give you job to do. You do it. Once you send to them, they block you, because there is no way they can pay you, right? So don't apply to jobs like this at all. Don't apply. Don't even try it. Save your connect, right? Okay. So how should I get jobs that, you know, I am certain that these clients are good, and then they are going to pay me, and they can pay me well. I mentioned that to be able to get jobs of at least $200 to $3,000 monthly, right? And the reason why I said that is because the amount you make on Upwork is dependent on your skill. For example, a graphic designer will not earn the same amount as a software developer, right? A software developer, say you want to build a mobile application and web app with front end and back end, full stack web app, and then mobile application, you're going to get at least the minimum $2,000 for the job. Let's say you don't even want to charge at all. Maybe the client is your family member, right? You're going to get at least $2,000 for the job. But if you're a graphic designer, say you are very talented, you are very skilled, you have a very good portfolio, and you want to design a flyer, ordinary flyer, the highest you can bill for the flyer, say you have 300 years experience, the highest you can bid for it is about $500 on Upwork, right? So the amount you make is dependent on the skill you're offering, right? Dependent on the skill you're offering. So if you go to your job page, you're going to see something like search for jobs here. This place, this exact place, right under the green small hero bar, the green slideshow bar. You're going to see search for jobs. So you want to input keywords that are related to your to your industry, to your niche, right? So I am going to search for or ads design. I'm going to search for ads design. Okay, you can see ads designer, social media ads design. I'm going to search for ads designer. So if I search for it, it's going to open the Upwork job filter page. So this page is called Upwork job filter page. It means you're going to filter the jobs you want by your own preferences. So you have different criteria here that you can use to filter the job. So the first is category. So you can filter the jobs by category by searching for which category your industry is into. Say product design, civil engineer, legal, corporate and contract law. So you can see, you can even offer law or legal service on Upwork, right? You can write corporate law and send to them. That's why I say freelancing. If you can find a way to do your job without being on site, then you can offer it in a freelancing with a freelancing concept. It's as simple as that. You just have to work from your home. If you can find a way to do that, good. You can freelance with that skill. So I won't be filtering with job category because I don't really need it. I already put a keyword here, ads designer. So it means it's only going to bring jobs that have ads or designer in their description, right? So what I want to filter by is experience level, right? So I want to filter by entry level, intermediate level. I don't want to do expert level because expert level will mean higher job responsibility, right? And this account is a new account, right? I just created the account on Upwork. So if I filter by expert level, that means I'll be bidding on the same job with people that have people that like clients that require for experts on the job. When a client posts a job and say, I need experts on this job, right? That means they are going to screen your portfolio, screen your proposal to make sure that you are the best fit for the job. This kind of clients, they don't care about how much it's going to cost. They just need the perfect job, right? So if you're starting out, I would not advise to filter with experts. You can try your luck. And why did I say I won't advise you filter with expert? Because big dogs in your industry will be searching for jobs in the experts. So is your portfolio as strong as theirs? Those are the things you consider. Do you have enough reviews on your profile as they have? Have you made enough money on Upwork as they have? So for example, you're just starting your profile with $0 made, and you're dragging job with somebody that has made $200,000 on Upwork, and you are bidding for the same job, and the client does not care about how much he's going to pay to get the job done. He just wants an expert to handle it. Who do you think the client is going to hire? The expert that has enough reviews on his Upwork profile, that have stronger portfolio, right? So that is why I won't advise you to filter expert for now. Just stick with entry level and intermediate, right? So next you're going to see job type. So there's two job types on Upwork. There's the hourly rate and the fixed price. So hourly rate means that for every hour that you work, you're going to get paid a certain amount. So if I say I'm charging $20 per hour, right? That means if I work for 4 hours, I'm going to get 20 times 4, which is 80. I'm going to get $80, right? If I work for 2 hours, I'm going to get 20 times 2, which is 40, right? So that is for the hourly rate. Fixed price means that this project, this is the amount I'm getting paid for it. Whether I do it in 24 hours, or I do it in 30 minutes, or I do it in 5 minutes, or I do it in 1 month, I'm getting paid this certain amount. So if I say fixed price of $500, so the project can take me 3 months, I will get paid $500. Even if the project takes me one day, I will still get paid the $500. So that is what fixed price is. So which one should you choose? Hourly rate or fixed price? It depends on you and it depends on your industry, right? So say for example, you are a virtual assistant. It is always good to choose hourly rate, because if you choose fixed price, your income will be stable, but then you might be shorting yourself. Let's say today your job requires you to work for 4 hours, and then the next day, because your client has a lot of meetings and a lot of um appointments, a lot of tasks to be done, and you have to work extra 4 hours. It's only if the client feels like giving you a bonus, that is when you will get paid extra. But if you're working hourly, anything that makes you work beyond the normal time today, you're going to get paid for it. Say you're supposed to work 4 hours and then something came up, you had to work 12 hours. You're going to get paid for the 12 hours if you choose hourly rate. That is for virtual assistants, customer service, all these people that their works are continuous. But if you are somebody like a graphic designer and you're not doing long-term work, it is advisable to go for fixed price, because sometimes you can think that a project will take you 2 days to finish, and then it's not you can't get through it in 2 days because you're not getting the right resources, or you're having creative block, or you're not just getting the hang of it, right? Or there is correction, there is revision. So imagine if you want to design a flyer and you are charging hourly rate, and you design the flyer, the clients now say, okay, I need you to do revision. Are you going to tell the client that because you're working for the revision, the client is going to pay more? No. So what you're going to choose, whether job type or fixed price, depends on your industry. Depends if the work you're doing is long term, or it is short term, or it's just one-off project, right? So you're going to use your discretion to choose that. But for me, because of my niche, I'm going to be choosing fixed price, and I'm going to be filtering $100 to $500, because I don't want to see jobs that are lesser than $100. I don't want it. We don't do that here. Big money only, right? So I'm going to choose $100 to $500. Then next is the number of proposals, right? Like I explained before, number of proposals means how many freelancers have applied for a job. So for me, I'm going to choose less than five, then 5 to 10, right? This means I have more chance of getting the job, right? Because if 5 people have applied for a job and I applied, that would make 6 of us, right? But if 10 to 15 have applied and I applied, that will make 16 of us. So it is possible that before getting to my turn, the client would have seen somebody to work with, right? And then it depends on the time you're applying to. Okay, the devil is really trying to get this training to not work today, and nah, devil, you missed this one. Okay, sorry guys. Can you see me now? Can we continue? So sorry about that. There's a bit of a glitch, and we're back on now. Okay, so sorry about that. So sorry about that. Ethel is really funny tonight, but then we're back on. We're back on. We're back on. We're not giving up, right? We're not giving up. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. So fixed price, I have marked $100 to $500. I also put $500 to $1,000. I'll also put 1,000 to $5,000 because who knows, I might just be opportune to get that kind of job. So then, client history. Client history means the history of the client, whether the client has hired a freelancer on Upwork before or not. So I would advise don't choose anyone because you can have a new client come on Upwork today, and that might be the client that God has proposed for you. So just leave it, whether you've hired before or you've not hired before, as long as you meet every other criteria, your payment method is verified, all of these things are going to work with you, right? So next is the client location. So for those of you that says I like to work with Americans alone, I like to work with Londoners alone, I like to work with Germans alone, you can choose the regions you like to work with people. But for me, I work with anybody that can pay me well, right? And the job is legal, right? Then client time zones, same with the client location. Then we have project length. So less than 1 month, 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months. For me, I think just leave that big money only. Yes, so just leave the project length there, right? So whether it is 1 month, whether it is 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, as long as it's something I can handle and you're paying well for it, we're good to go, right? So um the next is job duration. If you guys remember yesterday, I explained what contract to hire roles means. So contract to hire roles means that clients are open to giving you a test job because they want to hire you long term. So if the test job is supposed to worth $200, they can pay you 150 for it instead. With the hope that if you get it right, you get the bigger job, right? So for me, I'm open to contract to hire roles. Then, after filtering out all these jobs, if you check through the job you have, you're going to see that all the jobs you have is nothing less than $100, right? So, with this, you can be sure that you are filtering for high-end clients only. That is clients that have money to pay, right? You can see this job, expert Facebook ads manager. Estimated budget is $1,500. So if you can pitch to this and you can get the job, you're good to go. And if you see proposal is 5 to 10, why? Because not a lot of people would apply to this job because the money is a bit big and some freelancers fear they might not be able to deliver, right? And you can also see the client has invited 7 people and 2 persons did not reply. But if you come to the higher rates, you will see I have 0% higher rates. Why? Because this person needs Facebook ads. I don't have any of the skills the person needs at all. So it is 0%. And then the person needs someone with at least 90% job success score. And I've not done any job on Upwork, so I can't apply to this, right? So after filtering, let me show you something so you don't have to go back to always filter every time you want to work. So after filtering for these jobs, you can always save the job search. Okay, this Just realized Upwork logged me out. Let me try to log in. I'm surprised. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so Upwork logged me out. That's why I couldn't save. But I'm going to go back and filter once again to make sure I show you how to save the job you just said, so you don't have to go back to it every time you need to look for work, right? um okay, so once you search and you filter all the job, if you look here, this side, before you have the job post, you see something like a folder icon, and next to it you have save search. So if you click the save search, that means you want to save the jobs you've just searched for, not the specific job, but with the filter, so that as jobs comes in that category, you're going to get them. So I'm going to save it as ads designer 100 to 500, or let me say greater than or greater than or equals to 100. For you people that write SQL code and Python, you will understand this thing. So I'm saying that ads designer, clients that need ad designer for jobs that is less than or equals to $100, and then I will save. So once I save and I go back to my find work, right? If I go back to my find work, you would see down here I have the job I just saved, ads designer greater than or less than or greater than or equals to 100, right? And if you click on it, you're going to see jobs in the similar areas. You would never find a job that is less than $100 here, because we don't do small money, right? So that is that is how to filter for the jobs. Now to the main event. How do you write proposals? Okay, you've searched for the job, you've seen the job that you are sure that you can do. How do you now write the proposal, right? So I'm going to open this job to show you how I write my proposals to make sure I get jobs, right? Okay. Okay, let's use this person that needs three logo, right? Let's use it as sample. So the first thing I want to do is, like I said earlier, read the job description, make sure that it is something I can do. It is something I understand and I can do, right? Then after I have checked all of the requirements, payment method is verified, higher rate is okay. He has been a member for a long time. Activity on the job is less than 10 freelancers that have applied. Then I am going to go to apply now. But I can't click that because I currently don't have connect on this new account. But instead, let me open my main Upwork account and let's see if we can try something. Let's see if we can try something. Right. Just waiting for it to come up. Yep, this is my main account. Okay, this is my main account. So someone just posted 2 minutes ago that they need a minimalistic library logo, a library design. What is library design? God, I beg. Okay, this is the same job I just saw now. So the person needs graphic for flyer designs. Okay, let's try our hands on this one. So you can see on this account, I have 113 connects. So for people that have created an account before, you will be opportune to have connects, because Upwork normally gives 10 free connects every month. And before, when you create a new account, they give you 40 free connects. But now they don't do that again. So you have the choices of buying connects, or wait for the end of the month to get your 10 free connects, right? And the best advice is that you just need to buy connect when you're starting out, right? Even if it's little, you buy so that you can send proposal. And I kid you not, the few jobs that you're going to get is really going to pay back all whatever connect you've bought, right? Because you can see here, send a proposal for 8 connects. So is it the 10 connects that Upwork gives you in a month that you're going to sit down with? And when you send one proposal alone, that's about 8 connects. You have to wait the next month to send another proposal. You're not going to get a job that way. So the best advice is to make sure you have a little amount to buy connects. At least with $6, you can buy about 20 connects or more. Yeah. Okay. So this person said needs a designer to make some graphic design advert for my Fiverr profile. So first thing I need to do is to read the job description very well and be sure that I understand it. See, expert graphic designer needed to create stunning infographic advert for Fiverr profile. Job description: I'm looking for a talented and creative graphic designer to craft eye-catching infographic advert to showcase my Fiverr services. These designs will be used to attract potential clients and highlight the value I provide in an engaging and professional manner. Okay, this looks like a ChatGPT stuff because it's so long, and I don't know why you would write job description that is so long like this for flyer design. Okay, but what I've read so far, I can tell that this person needs an infographic, right, for his Fiverr account. Probably is a freelancer that has opened a Fiverr profile and needs somebody to help him create flyer designs. Because he opened a flyer profile does not mean he's into graphic design. He might be doing other things like mentoring, and he needs somebody to create a design for him. And I can also tell that the main purpose of doing this design is to attract potential clients and highlight the value that he's providing in an engaging and professional manner, right? So all of this is a lot. And so if I want to start my proposal, the first thing I want to go to is the client history to see if I can find his name. So I'm going to go to the client history to see if I can get his name. And unfortunately, none of the freelancers he has worked with mentioned his name. So we'll be left to go with the generic hello to start our proposal, right? So if I click on apply now, and then it's going to load submit a proposal page, right? Okay. So if I click on apply now, you're going to see all of these things. This one means how do you want to be paid by project, obviously. So at the end of the project, I'll be paid so this is $50, and Upwork will remove their 10%. I'm getting $45. How long will this project take? Less than 1 month. You know, it doesn't have to be less than 1 month means it can be 1 day, it can be 2 days, it can be 3 days, you know. So cover letter is the proposal writing, right? So this is where you're going to tell the client everything you have in mind to make sure that the client hire you. So I have a a template for this. I always say that in the first line of your proposal, explain to the client what you're going to do, right? Explain to the client what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. Then in the next line, explain to the client how you're going to go about it. Like for example, now I say, okay, what I'm going to do, you're going to get a flyer, a functional flyer that is going to attract your that's going to attract prospects to your Fiverr profile. I'm using the example now. I'm going to create, okay, so I'm going to start with hello there. I'm going to help you create how can one buy connect. So I'm going to get into that. Just hold on a little. So I say hello there. I'm going to help you create an eye-catching infographic to advertise your Fiverr services. This design will attract potential clients and highlight the value you're providing, right? So I'm using the client word, right? I'm using the client's words back to him so that he's going to feel like, okay, we're on the same page. If you say something somehow and then you're saying it another. If a client says something somehow, you're saying it another way, the client may not understand. Network issues. Unstable. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. I think we're back. Okay, so I was explaining that I use the client's word back to him, right? So I have said that I'm going to help create an infographic, eye-catching infographic to showcase his flyer details. And then the design will be so attractive that it's going to highlight the value he is providing in an engaging and professional manner. So next thing I want to do is explain to him how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to say something like, I would utilize Adobe Illustrator, I would utilize Adobe Illustrator to create an engaging flyer. You get? So you are explaining the step by step so that he's already visualizing what you're going to do, and he understands that okay, this person knows what they are talking about. Okay, say the client is requesting to build a website for him, and then you just say, okay, I can help you build the website. Pay me $500 and I'll build the website for you. The client feels like, okay, you say you can do it, but how do I know you can do it? It's going to be different from somebody that says, okay, I'm going to use WordPress to create a 5-page website for you. On the hero bar, I'm going to highlight your core mission. You're explaining everything you're going to do in step by step, so that it gets the idea that okay, this is what we are going to do. This is what I should be expecting from this person, right? So in my template is start with what you're going to do for the client. Number two is explain how you are going to do it, right? Then the last thing is tell him what you're going to deliver, then how to reach you, right? If you can write this down, I would advise you write it down, because there's not a lot of time again. I'm trying to rush through it. If you can write it down, write it down. First paragraph, tell the client what you're going to do for him, and that is from what the client has posted. Tell him what you're going to do for him. Second paragraph, tell the client how you are going to do it. Third paragraph, tell him what you're going to deliver. Then the last paragraph, tell the client how to reach you. Okay, so for this person that needs infographic now, I have opened my proposal by saying, hello there, I'm a graphic designer and I can help you create eye-catching infographic that would advertise your Fiverr services. I will make the design attractive to make sure that it attracts your potential clients and highlight the value that you're doing in an engaging and professional manner. Then in the second paragraph, I would now say I would utilize Adobe Illustrator to create the flyer and use attractive colors like navy blue and orange to highlight key points. I'm explaining what I'm going to do to the client. So if he reads the proposal, he already knows what I want to do and he can decide immediately whether he wants to work with me or not. So after I have said that, the next thing is to tell him what I'm going to deliver, right? And if you check on his job post, he said he needs 5 unique visually striking infographic. He needs them in PNG format, JPEG format, and source files. So in the third paragraph, I'm going to tell him that at the end of the project, I'm going to deliver 5 unique and visually striking infographic designs. You would notice that I'm using his words for him. I'm using his word back for him, because this is going to make the client feel at ease, right? So I would say at the end of the project, I'm going to deliver 5 unique and visually striking infographic design. I'm going to I'm going to send in the final deliverables in high resolution PNG, JPEG, and source files like PSD and Adobe Illustrator. Sure you get. So in these 4 paragraphs, I have already, in fact, I've already killed all the client's doubts, because number one, I have told you what I'm going to do. I have told you how I'm going to do it. I have told you what you're going to get. And then in the last line, I will now tell you that I'm eager to get on this project with you. Send me a message so we can discuss how to get started. So I have told you what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, what you're going to get, and how to reach me. So if you're somebody that wants to give a job out to somebody and a person has described all of that, will you give the person the job or not? you will definitely give the person the job. The only thing that can stop you from giving that person the job is if your budget, if the money you want to pay, maybe the person is charging higher. That's when you be like, oh, I would really love to work with you because I love your ideas. I love how you explained it. My screen. What's up with my screen? Oh, my screen. This screen of 18 is really, really a lot. But you guys get everything I've been saying since, right? You get everything I've been saying since. The screen isn't sharing. Is it sharing now? I think it's sharing now. I can see it on my phone now. Can you see the screen now? It's sharing now. Okay, good. But I hope you guys got everything I've been saying because going back now is going to be like a lot, a lot. Did you get everything I've said before now? Yes. Okay, good. So, um, that is how to write a convincing proposal, right? And then, if you don't forget, if you did not forget, I said first thing is to go and look for the client's name. So instead of saying hello, you put the ordinary hello, you put the client's name there. So the first client we saw, his name is Dan. If he was the one we were trying to, apply for the job, we would have said, "Hello, Dan." This is going to push him to open the proposal. He will be like, "Okay, who knows my name?" You get. So you might probably be thinking, "Is this someone I've worked with in the past?" It would be pushed to open the proposal. And then when he opens the proposal, he now sees that you've explained what you're going to do for him, how you're going to do it, you get what he's going to get at the end of the project, and how he can reach you. If it's something that he needs, if you use his word exactly back to him, I kid you not, you're going to get a message from the client. Then you will now discuss if the amount is looking to pay is the same amount you're charging, is going to work with you. I bet you. I can guarantee you that. So you should write that down and try it in your proposal writing. So I'm going to give you like two tips now that I don't share anyhow. Number one is if you're in Nigeria, right? I won't advise you to apply to jobs on Upwork during the day. Don't apply during the day. Wait till 12 or 1 a.m. Why? Because there's just less traffic at that time. Your internet is going to load fast. If you're applying to job, it's going to be faster and there will be lesser freelancer on there by that time. And then again, it will be evening. It will be evening towards night where people go on their phone, right? In US, right? So you should always try to apply within, like, always wait for 12 a.m., like midnight, apply in the midnight, stay up in the night, apply for jobs, right? And try to send at least 10 proposals if you're applying. If you can send 10 proposals in a day, if you do it for 5 days, I guarantee you definitely get one or two jobs. It's not that hard, right? If you can send 10 proposals and you're not just using AI to write proposal, you're following the steps that I told you. You tell the client what the client is going to get, what you're going to do for the client. You tell him how you're going to do it. You tell the client what he's going to get at the end of it, and then how to reach you. Trust me, if you apply in a week, you're going to get at least two jobs. If you are sending 10 proposals a day for a week, you will get at least two jobs. I guarantee that. Get at least two jobs, right? So that is how to write convincing proposal. That is how to write convincing proposal. I hope you guys really write it down. I'm also going to drop it on the group. The four steps. The first step is very, very important. I used to use AI. I used to write long proposals. I'll write as if I'm writing formal letter, right? But since I started using this method, I've been getting jobs, even though I don't really apply a lot because I work with an agency, so the stress is a lot. But once I go on there, if I send 10 proposals, at least three will respond to me and I will close at least two. Because once you come into my DM, I'm not letting you go until I get the job from you, right? If it's to reduce my rate a little, I would reduce it. Another tip is that if you're just starting out, right? If a client puts the budget of $50 for a job, like say in his job description, it says he's looking to get the job done for $50. If you're applying, put it in the first line that I'm going to do it for $35. Why do I say this? Everybody is looking to save money, right? If it's something that you can do for lesser, don't say you want to start big at the beginning. If it's just to design a flyer or it's to design a logo and the client puts $100, you can put at the beginning of your proposal that I will do it for $70. I kid you not, other freelancers would send the message proposals directly, looking for the $100. But if you put yours at 70, it would be pushed to save $30. $30 is a lot of money. Although it's small, but it's still a lot when you are saving. Even if you want to buy phone of 300K and then you're like, please give me discount of 10K. It's not that you don't have a 10K, but you're just looking to save something, right? So it's the same thing for these clients. If you can reduce small amounts, you will definitely get job faster than those people that want to charge more or stay on the same budget, right? So this is just for beginners, right? If you're just starting out, you don't have reviews, you want to use things like this to get jobs first. Then later on, you can start charging high, right? So someone says how to follow up clients when they reach out to you. So number one rule is you don't want to beg for the job, right? Don't beg for the job. So even if I said you should reduce the money, you don't say it like, okay, please let me get this. If you give me this job, I'm going to do it. No, you would say, okay, you can construct it like this that, hi, I'm just starting out on Upwork and I would like to get my first few clients. So I'm willing to give a discount of 30% of this. You say it as if you don't really need not that you don't need the job, but you're not begging for it, right? You don't want to beg. Clients don't want to give their job to somebody that is not confident. It is your confidence that will make them trust in your skills, make them be like, okay, this person can get this job done. So following up on clients is number one. You don't want to beg for jobs. So when a client message you, hi, you respond, hi, I. You can say thank you for reaching out. After going through your proposal, I'm really elated to work with you, and I feel this is an interesting project we can work on together. Right? You can say nice things, but don't rush. Don't beg for jobs. Right? And then when the client is trying to haggle price with you, don't say I'm going to do this job for $20, I'm going to do this job for $50. No. What if the client is looking to pay more, right? If a client asks you, so how much will this project cost, is like giving you an open check. But on the open check, don't write any amount on it. That is how it is in the business world, especially if you are freelancing, right? Because you can say, I'll do this job for $50 and the client's budget is about $300. Imagine how much you've lost, right? So what you want to say is, okay, I'd like to make you a long-term client. So can you tell me what's the budget for this project, right? Always ask for their budget, right? Always ask for their budget because you never can tell on how to follow up with clients. Okay, yeah, yeah, I will send sample tips. I will send it as well. But that is what I'm also trying to list out, right? Don't be too eager to get jobs. Don't make them feel like you are desperate for the job. That's the number one thing. So if you can maintain your composure when they reach out, maintain your composure. Don't be too shaky, right? Sometimes they might request for a Zoom meeting. Get on Zoom, speak to them with confidence, let them know that you know what you're talking about, right? And also try to do your research. Try to do your research. If you go to the client history, like I shared earlier, you would see how much the client has been paying. You see this one, he paid $20, $15, $60, $100, $30. So you don't want to charge this kind of client $1,000, he will just leave you because you can see that he's not a really a big budget client like that. So always do your research, go to the client history, learn more about them. You can see from the way he gave feedback to the freelancers, you can see that he's welcoming, but he does not have too much money to pay like that. That's why he's paying 20, 15, 60. So you want to research, you don't want to be too desperate, and you want to maintain your composure. That is how you follow up with clients. And then if you send them a message, they are not responding for a bit of time, you can drop one or two messages again, but don't spam them with messages, right? Maybe you send a message today about a project and the client has not reached out the next day. You can say, "Hi, I'm just sending you a reminder about so project. When would you be free for a chat?" You know, just send follow-up messages, but don't be too desperate, right? So that is how to write proposals. So somebody mentioned how to buy connect. So if you have questions, you can drop it now. Yeah, you can drop if you have questions, you can drop it now. So somebody mentioned how to buy connect. So on your job page, if you go to your job page, you would always see where you have the connect tab here. You will see the connect tab here. You will see view details, buy connect. You can say I have zero connect. So if you want to buy connect, you click on buy connect, and you can see you can get 100 connect for $15. You see, you can get 100 connect for $15. You can get 150 connect for $22. You can get 200 connect for $30. $15 is about 20K or lesser than. So it's something you can use to invest. If you have $100, at least you will send at least say about 12 proposals. So if you structure the 12 proposals well and you send at the right timing, you send it before there are more than 10 freelancers, client will definitely look at your proposal and you'll definitely get hired for one at least. So if you get hired for one, you make $70 from the job. You can buy connect of about $20. You keep 50 for yourself. You save like that, so you have much more connect to use to send proposals. How are we going to put our WhatsApp number on proposal? No, no, no. You don't put WhatsApp on proposal. So you don't message clients outside of Upwork. There's a message section with the client. If the client wants to reach out to you, they are going to send a message to you. You can see a message. That is where you have all your confirmation. You don't message clients outside Upwork because they can ban your account for it. You don't message clients outside Upwork. If you go to my message on my main account, you can see a lot of clients. Just going to wait for it to load a little. You can see all the people I've worked with. You can see. So you don't message clients outside of work. It is not advisable, right? And any clients that want to work with you should be able to do that on Upwork. They will send you a message, you respond to them, all your messages will be on Upwork. If you don't want to be logging in on your laptop all the time, you can download an app. There's Upwork app, you can download it on the Play Store. You download it and you use it for your messaging and all of that. So you can get alerts instantly, right? So, are there any more questions? Are there any more questions? Any more questions? Still waiting. Question, question, question. But won't the client see it as you don't know what you're doing, thereby increasing his doubts? Sorry, what are you trying to say? I don't understand. You say, won't the client see it as if you don't know what you're doing, thereby increasing his doubts? So what are you responding to so I can know how to, you know, respond to that? Because you really don't want clients to doubt you. Once they start doubting you, it's hard to get the job, right? So let me know what you're talking about. Thanks for the tips. I really learned a lot. Yeah, you're welcome, Dave. You're welcome, Dave. It's not more than this actually. So even going somewhere else to pay for the class, I kid you not, nobody will teach it like this because this is like raw. You know, when they say the BTS, this is like the raw side of it. You're getting everything raw. So Peter, I'm waiting for clarification on this question so I can know how to respond to it. So I hope you guys would really start sending proposals. Dave, how many connects do you have? Do you guys have connects? So for people that just created their account, I know that you may not have connect at the moment and you might need to buy. But for people that have an account before, how many connects do you have? Are you looking to send proposals this week? If not, if you are, maybe I can create a WhatsApp call. We can all stay up at night and send proposals together and see what we get at the end of the day. You have 98. Wow, you're a rich man. Oh. You are a rich man. That is about $100 you have there. Ah, sorry, I see $100. That is about $10 you have there. I said $100. Don't mind me. I like money too much. Okay, Peter, I still don't understand this when you say once the client see it as if you don't know what you're doing. I have 19 currently. I wasted my connects big time. Oh, so sorry about that. I mean, we all do that at the beginning, right? We all do that at the beginning. I wasted a lot of connects, so bro, I spent money on connects. Thank God. Um, when I was still trying to get it, dollar was not really expensive like that then. So I was just buying connect, buying connect, buying connect. But thank God I've made all my money. I've made all my investments back, and I can tell you all this connect you said you've wasted. Even if you spend 50K on it, one two job is going to cover for the loss. Trust me, one two job will cover for the loss. So don't worry, yeah. Okay, we're not getting anything from Peter. Yeah, yeah, you haven't bought yet. Yes, Upwork is going to give you 10 connect every month. So they give out 10 connect every month. So there is something that waste connect to. I'm going to show you now. There's something that waste connect that you might want to turn off. You might want to turn it off because it really does not matter for now. So on your find work page, you will see under promote with ads availability badge. If you have it on, please turn it off because you really don't need it now. It's just going to be deducting about 14 connects per week. So if Upwork gives you 10 connect at the end of the month, they've deduct more than it already. So you want to turn it off. You don't need it for now, right? Because you're just getting started. You don't need it for now. So you can turn it off. Okay. We've not heard anything from Peter, and this is almost 9:30 already, which is our closing time. So Peter, you can just drop the message in the WhatsApp group so that I can, because I'm really interested. Yes, availability and boost badge that wasted your connect. Don't do that. You won't really get any result from it. I kid you not. you won't get results from it. So if you're just boosting your account, you're just boosting there, it's hard, it's rare to get jobs from boosting account. So it's better to just send your proposals, construct it well, structure it well. And if you use the tip that I gave you, the four steps that I gave you, trust me, if you send five connect, if you send five proposal, clients will look at two. That is certain. If you send five proposals, clients will look at two. So it now depends if you have a strong portfolio and your budget, the money you're charging. I trust, I kid you not, you're actually going to get jobs, right? So don't boost your profile, please. That is just waste of money. That is just Upwork scheme to get people's money, to get people to buy more connect. Don't boost, don't do boosting at all. Don't do boosting, because if you notice, from any era of boosting does not work. Even on Facebook and Instagram, when they say, when they tell you to boost your profile, if you boost it, you don't get active engagers, right? So don't boost, please. Don't boost. Um so uh, not getting anything from Peter yet. I would i would assume is not in the live again, is not here again. So I'm going to ask, in the group, so that make sure that we address that, because I'm really interested. Anything that is making a client doubt you, it will be hard to get the job. So if it's something I said that maybe you don't understand, or might have meant a different thing, I would like to clarify it, so you're not doing something that is making your clients doubt you, right? Okay. Since he's not here and we're not getting any response, I would end the stream now. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you. And you can always go back to the videos to rewatch. And also, I have some other videos on my channel. If you can support,